Welcome back to the FreeMelon Society, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. I'm Eli Martyr, and you may notice that I am sporting the much-loathed, ever-ridiculous handlebar mustache today. I don't really ever have a good reason why I shave this mustache or this facial hair design on my face, other than when I look at myself in the mirror. It just makes me laugh. It seems like such a silly style. So every once in a while, I do this for sheer amusement. So you are well within your rights to make fun of me, call me all sorts of silly names as a punishment for willfully coming onto the camera looking like this. So today we are looking at more comment responses from you guys out there who leave me comments on different videos. And the comment we're going to be looking at today has to do with sleep and eating late. Okay, so the question reads as follows. How did you get your body to sleep with stopping eating so early? I have myself convinced that I need to eat to be able to sleep well. A lot of people are saying if you have sleep issues, it's from not eating enough. Okay, so to answer that question, and thank you for the question. So what we know, we'll go back to the basics. What we know is that eating, or digestion, is the most metabolically expensive process in the body. So it requires the most energy from our vital reserve, our energy supply, to be able to cope with. Now, when we go on cleansing diets, when we reform our diet and improve the quality of the material that's coming in, then what happens is that results in more systemic energy available to us. Okay, all diets, all cleansing regimes, they all have that same common denominator. And we can also tweak many variables in our lifestyle to eventuate having more energy available to us. One of those tweaks that we can make is by curtailing our eating window earlier in the day than eating super late. So in this video that she's commenting on, I must have described my eating pattern for the day, where my last meal for the day comes around afternoon time rather than evening time. So if you have sleep troubles, does that mean you just have to eat more, okay, in order to get better sleep or better quality sleep? So if we understand that eating is a very taxing process in the body, then technically, yes, it does make sense that if you eat a lot, right? If you eat a lot throughout the day and if you eat closer to bedtime, then what's going to happen? Then you are going to necessitate that your body spends more energy digesting food. And if you spend more energy digesting food, then you might get more tired by the end of the day. All right. Now, that for many reasons might not be exactly what you want to do, but there's also a secondary element here where if you eat very late, then what's going to happen? The reason why that would help you sleep is because digestion, like we said, is very taxing. And so you eat late and all the energy has to go to your stomach to to your digestive machinery. And it has to concentrate and focus itself there so it can protect you from not having food just sit and rot in your stomach all night. So it's got to labor to digest food while you sleep. And that can pull energy away from other places in your body so that it can focus on digestion, which is the most important task. And what that can sometimes look like is getting drowsy, being lethargic, being overcome with hebitude, getting lazy, right? Sleepy. It's kind of like at Thanksgiving. If you've ever had a big Thanksgiving Day celebration where everybody is just gorging on the most lavish food preparations imaginable. And once everyone's done with dinner, then you'll find a lot of people get sleepy and lazy and they just want to go to sleep. Why? Because their body is reeling from what just came down the chute. And so now the body has to deal with this influx of just monumental droves of garbage that have come down in the digestive system from Thanksgiving Day dinner. And that pulls energy away from every other center in the body. And so they get tired, right? So if we're eating A, late, and B, if we're eating of a certain type of food, so let's say cooked and processed foods, this is where the comfort foods like the pizzas and the whatever, the burritos and whatnot, you eat them late, and it's great because what this kind of food does, especially when you eat it late, is it's narcotizing you. So it's knocking you out, right? It's like a sleeping pill, and it pulls energy away from your mind, which might otherwise be more alert, and has the effect of making you sleepy and drowsy. All right. And that sounds good, but there are lots of other reasons why you might not want to do that. And the reasons why you might not want to do that is because you're looking at impaired digestion. That's the problem. Inefficient digestion, because your digestive machinery slows down naturally at that time of the day, because your body doesn't want to be digesting new food late at night. The optimal digestive window is earlier in the day so that your body can do other important tasks during sleep, like healing, right? Reducing inflammation, all these things that are also good to happen during sleep if it doesn't have to worry about digesting food. So it might sound like a good idea on the surface to narcotize yourself with a lot of food in the evening that knocks you out. But the thing is, there are other reasons why you might not want to do that have to do with health and optimal internal cleanliness and whatnot. Now, let's say, on the other hand, you cut out your eating a lot earlier. Will that interrupt your sleep? Will that disrupt your sleep in the evening? No, not necessarily. But it will give you a different sensation. The experience of sleep might be a little bit different, and that is something that you would have to get accustomed to, or just to have an experience with to know what it's like, right? So there's a difference for sure, but it's not necessarily that you are going to have a loss of quality sleep if you don't have food in your stomach, because that doesn't really. We all need sleep, and we all need sleep to reconstitute our energy for the day. And if you have expenditure during the day, then it's going to equate to your requirement for sleep. So one of the things that you can do if you plan on not eating late at night is exercise, movement, move your body, do things, have a little bit of exertion, maybe even an hour or two before bed, maybe earlier on in the day, maybe some mini sessions of exertion throughout the day. Make sure you're moving your body, right? Be a human being, move around, right? Move your body. And when it comes time to sleep, then you'll sleep, right? Because again, this is the energy dynamic. Whether you exhaust yourself from food or whether you exhaust yourself through other means, either way, you're going to need sleep. So don't get the wrong idea. I'm just giving you that as information, but it doesn't mean you have to go and exhaust yourself just to sleep, right? You don't have to do that. But when you do go to sleep on an emptier stomach, what you might find is a couple of things. Is that you might have more energy generally, all right, available to your mind, right? You haven't been narcotized by food yet. Right, you haven't had all the energy sucked out of your brain, right, out of your higher function. And you also won't have that focused energy to your gut and your digestive machinery. So you might go to bed with a little bit more enhanced awareness or alertness upstairs. Right? And I think that's what people are describing when they say, oh, I can't get to sleep. I have insomnia. Well, maybe not insomnia, but they just have trouble sleeping if they don't have food in their stomach. That is something that you would just adjust within time. Because let me tell you, the morning after, if you can find a way to just give it a shot, right? Try eating a little bit earlier on one particular day. Go to bed on an empty stomach, and then allow yourself to lie down in repose. Make sure you've had at least 30 minutes of no excess stimulation from either computers or screens or music or whatever. Let yourself lie down in this state of kind of digestive calm and mental calm. Don't try to get to sleep. Don't listen to music, right? Don't do anything. Don't force sleeping on yourself. What you'll find is that the quality of your sleep when you do fall asleep is much, much better. you'll wake up the next morning feeling much better if you've gone to sleep on an empty stomach than you would on a full stomach. Okay, sorry, let me be a bit more direct with answering this question. So, no, you do not need to eat in the evening time in order to get to sleep. If it seems like that, there are just other variables at play. So if you are giving this a shot, what I would suggest is some type of movement, some type of other exertion, exercise. Okay, that can be very helpful. And when it does come time to lie down, and maybe let's just say you feel that you're a little bit more alert or awake, all right? Accept that. And if it's a reasonable time of night, the time of night where you should be getting to sleep, just lie down anyway. Lie down, relax your body, relax your mind, or calm your mind. Consciously put yourself at ease. Repose yourself, okay? Just breathe and see what happens. You'll probably find that you'll end up getting very, very relaxed and very calm. There are no undue influences from your stomach, no indigestion or digestion going on to worry about. It's a very peaceful experience going to sleep on an empty stomach. And you'll find that if and when you do get to sleep in that condition, then it will feel really good the morning after. But, however, yes, eating late can help knock you out, right? Which works. But there are just other things to consider if our perspective is that of the best possible health choices, as we're doing here on this channel, right? Lastly, you can also mitigate how much energy your body needs to spend on digestion by eating lightly in the evening, or eating only fruit, or only vegetables, or nothing cooked, right? So we run into more troubles if we eat really complex stuff in the evening, but if we eat a mono meal, or eat just a very simple salad, or any of the raw food options, really, then you can still get away with good quality sleep. I would say you always want to at least let an hour elapse before actually retiring to bed after you've eaten your meal. So give yourself about an hour or more, preferably, after you've eaten your meal before you lie down. But really, at the end of the day, it's just one of those things that you just have to try. So wrapping this up, yes, it's a little bit different, or it will feel a little bit different going to sleep on an empty stomach. No, it's not necessarily true that you need to eat before bed in order to get sleep. Having a full belly before sleep results in indigestion and other things that you might want to consider before going too crazy on your very late evening meals. And lastly, if we do eat later into the evening, the best policy is always the simpler the meal, the better. So mono meals, or simple salads, or simple raw food meals, those are going to be fine in the evening time without much trouble at all. Okay, that's going to be it for now, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel, and yeah, leave comments and questions if you have some, and I will be sure to look through the comments, and if there's something that I feel is good to turn into a video, then of course that's what I'll do. So I really appreciate you guys chipping in and leaving me these comments and leaving me your thoughts. Hopefully this helps. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time here on the FreeMelon Society. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, big hugs from me to you, and we'll catch you on the next one.